If you would like to add some more healthy options to your meals and you would like to know how I made this delicious, juicy chicken salad, then keep watching this video because that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. All you need are some onions, ginger, garlic, hot pepper. You will also need some turmeric. Replace the turmeric with some curry powder if you don't have that. You need some cumin, some black pepper, some chicken seasoning, some allspice, some oil to blend everything up. I also added some shrimp flavored Maggi to my seasoning, but this is really optional. You're also going to need to add some salt to taste. So I'm going to cut up half of my white onion and half of my red onion. I like to mix them up because they give different flavors. I'm also using about 3 thumbs of ginger because I am making a lot of chicken. I want to have some extra chicken that we can have later. The kids can have that with anything else that they want to throughout the week. And so I'm making some extra chicken. So you're going to have to sort of gauge your chicken to determine how much you need. But I'm using about 3 thumbs of ginger for mine. And I'm going to blend everything in my bullet because I just like how it blends everything. If you don't have a bullet, go ahead and use your blender. And I'm going to add about a 1/3 teaspoon of the cumin with the hot peppers, the ginger, the garlic, and the onions. And I'm going to blend everything up with the oil. I don't need to blend the rest of my seasoning because they are already in a powder form. So I'm just going to pour it over my chicken once everything is blended. Nti sɛ mo a monim before deɛ yɛyɛ chicken a yɛhohoro ho yie, clean your chicken ho yie. So I'm using vinegar to clean my chicken. I'm also using some fresh lemon to clean my chicken. Be sure to clean your chicken very well. Just because it says on your bag that the chicken has been cleaned doesn't mean that you don't need to clean your chicken. And so I always clean my chicken very well before I season it. You can also use salt water to clean your chicken. That works very well also. So after cleaning my chicken, I'm ready to season my chicken. And what I'm doing here is cutting up the top of the chicken just slightly so that my seasoning can penetrate very well. So that's all I'm doing. I'm not cutting it all the way through, just slicing it up on the top to help my seasoning to go through well. So I'm starting with my salt. You can also add your salt at the end after you've added the rest of your seasoning because some of your seasoning might have salts in them already. For example, your chicken seasoning could already have salt or your shrimp Maggi may already have salt. So you can add the salt at the end if you need it. So I've sprinkled a little bit of the black pepper. I've sprinkled a little bit of the allspice. Here is my chicken seasoning. I'm also now adding my turmeric. Again, if you don't have turmeric, go ahead and use some curry powder. That works very well also. Mix everything together nicely, making sure that if you have some chicken at the bottom of your mixing bowl, they're also getting some seasoning. So now I'm adding my blended ingredients. I could have started with my blended ingredients also before I added my turmeric and black pepper and the rest of the stuff. It really doesn't matter what order you do it. Just make sure that all your chicken get some of your seasoning. If you're able to let your chicken sit maybe about an hour in your refrigerator, that's fine. If you're not, you can go ahead and get the cooking started. So I'm going to cook my chicken on my griddle with just a little bit of olive oil. The whole idea is to have a healthy meal, and so I'm not going to deep fry it. You can also grill it, but it won't be as juicy. So just a little bit of olive oil in your pan for your oven will also work if you want to use an oven, but I wanted to sort of fry it, sort of grill it. That's why I'm making mine this way. So I'm just realizing that I never mentioned that I'm using chicken breast, but I'm pretty sure you figured that part out already. In case you haven't, this is chicken breast that I'm using. I bought a pack that has, I guess, between 4 to 5 pounds of chicken in it. And so the seasoning that I made was enough for that much chicken. So in total, I cooked my chicken for between 15 to 20 minutes. I like my meat to be cooked well. My chicken breasts were also a little bit on the thicker side, and so I wanted to make sure that they're well cooked. What I did was I kept an eye on the chicken while it was cooking, and I flipped them every few minutes to make sure that the heat is getting through very well. And while my chicken is still cooking, I'm going to go ahead and get my vegetables ready for the salad that I'm going to have with my chicken. I really didn't have a lot of options for veggies at home, and so all I used were some cucumbers that I had left over, some onions, and I also added some salad leaves. That's all I had. But you can pretty much add whatever vegetables you would normally put in your salad. So you can add some carrots if you like. You can add some tomatoes or really any veggies that you prefer. So back to my chicken, I'm just using a knife to cut through it and make sure that it is well cooked. And one of them was not well cooked. One of them was a little pink, so I just waited about 2 more minutes to make sure that it was well cooked before I took it off the fire. And whenever you cook meat that you're going to cut up, it's very important that you let your meat rest before you cut it up. What this does is that it redistributes the juices in the meat. It makes your meat very tender and also very juicy. If you cut it up too quickly, you lose all the juices from your meat. And it's recommended that for every inch of meat that you have, you wait about 5 minutes. And so my chicken was about 1 inch thick. And so all I needed was about 5 minutes. But say if my meat was 2 inches, then I would have to wait about 10 minutes. So as you can see, my chicken looks so good. It looks delicious. It is tender. It is juicy. And it's cooked just how I like it. No pink at all. I don't want to see any pink in my chicken at all. And the yellow color that you see on my chicken is from the turmeric that I use. It also smells amazing. Imagine putting this juicy chicken on your salad. You could eat this with anything, guys. I normally don't like chicken breast when people make it because it can be a bit dry, but look at this. Look at how good it looks. You can have it with some rice. You can have with this any main dish that you like. I hope you will try this recipe, guys. If this was your first time on our channel, I hope you will subscribe. Leave me some comments. If you try this recipe and you love it, let me know how it goes. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And I wish you all the best in whatever projects that you all are working on. May you be blessed and may God shine his light on you guys. Bye, guys, and I can't wait to see you back on our channel soon.